Hi friends, today let's calculate empirical and molecular formula of a given compound by using the given percentage composition of the elements. Here is a question of three elements like hydrogen, carbon and chlorine percentage composition is given and its molecular mass is also given as 98.96. The question is to calculate the empirical and molecular formula of that compound. So to make the calculations easy, it's better to make a tabular column something like this. Element, given mass, atomic mass, then number of moles, symbol ratio and finally simplest whole number ratio. So in the first column, we'll write the elements like carbon, hydrogen and chlorine. And from the question, let's write the given masses. Carbon is 24.27 which is given in the question. Hydrogen is 4.07 and chlorine is 71.65. Next we have to write the atomic mass. As we know that carbon's atomic mass is 12, hydrogen is 1 and chlorine is 35.5. Next step is to calculate the number of moles. Here is a formula. Number of moles is equal to mass by molar mass. So 24.27 is a given mass of carbon divided by the atomic mass, which is equal to 2.0225. And for hydrogen, 4.07 divided by 1 equal to 4.07. For chlorine, 31.65 by 35.5, which is equal to 2.018. So out of these three numbers, to calculate the next step as symbol ratio, we have to choose the smallest number. 2.018 is the smallest among these three. So to calculate the simplest ratio, let's divide each number with the smallest number. 2.0225 divided by 2.018, which is equal to 1.002. Similarly for hydrogen, 4.07 divided by 2.018 equal to 2.016. And finally for chlorine, we are dividing with the same number, so we will get 1. And the last step is to calculate the simplest whole number ratio, which is just approximation only. We are rounding off this number into the smallest whole number ratio. 1.002 is equal to 1, 2.016 is equal to 2 and chlorine 1. So we found the simplest whole number ratio of each element, like carbon is equal to 1, hydrogen is 2 and chlorine is 1. With the help of these numbers, let's write the empirical formula. Carbon is 1, so C, hydrogen is 2, so H2 and chlorine is 1, Cl. CH2Cl is the empirical formula. Next step is to calculate the molecular formula. In order to calculate molecular formula, we have a small formula to calculate N. N represents smallest whole number. Why? Because to calculate molecular formula, we need to multiply this N with the empirical formula. So to calculate N, we need to divide molecular formula mass divided by empirical formula mass. Molecular formula mass is given in the question, which is 98.96. And empirical formula mass we can calculate by using empirical formula. Our empirical formula is CH2Cl. Carbon is 12, hydrogen is 2 into 1 which is 2 and chlorine is 35.5. So overall we are getting 49.5 as empirical formula mass. So let's divide with this. So we get 2, whole number 2. This is actually 1.99 and we can approximately write as 2. So N represents the smallest number. Now the final step is to calculate the molecular formula, that is 2 into empirical formula, which is CH2Cl into 2. So finally we get C2H4Cl2. This is how we are calculating molecular formula. So in this method I have shown the simplest way to calculate the empirical formula. So by using the tabular column, first you calculate the empirical formula, then you divide molecular formula mass and empirical formula mass, you are getting the smallest whole number. That number, when you multiply with CH2Cl or with the empirical formula, you are getting molecular formula. So I hope you all understood. Thank you all.